Now, all in. Now,
Mm.
this one is where your premiums equal income. So so when you receive money, instead of it going, it may need to go through a bank, to be honest, but we're not going to store it at a bank. We're going to be storing that in our policy. And some of the mindset, these people are self-reliant. They still don't trust Wall Street because they've proven that they've able to build wealth on their own. And I would say this is a good opportunity for a self-directed IRA. Now, I know we bash 401ks and IRAs all the time, and in part because we feel that they're overused. But there is a place for it, particularly as we're building as we're building that income. As you're trying to build that income, we need to get our money right. We need to have access to it. So a lot of times in this phase, we don't have any of these 401ks or IRAs because we need to use that money now to create income. But once we achieve that level, and we may be in the highest tax bracket, there can be a self-directed IRA can be a great tool. And in case you didn't know, you can have a IRA or 401k rolled into what's called self-directed IRA, which allows you to self-direct where that money goes. So what I recommend using a self-directed IRA for would be on assets that are taxed at the highest level. So real estate, one of the reasons why we like it is because of the advantages in taxes. So I would never put real estate in there. But if you're doing private lending, or maybe you're flipping land, or you're doing something that's taxed at the ordinary rate, there could be some advantages of putting it in a self-directed IRA. Now, as far as uses, they're going to be using the policy for all the above. Right. And typically at this point, one advantage when we have multiple policies, we can give each policy a specific job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a policy that is how I pay for my taxes. I have a couple of policies that I use only for personal. And then the bulk of my policies I am using for investing. And then I also have a separate policy that is my reserve fund. So I'm a big proponent of having 6 months or ideally a year in reserves. Best place to store that, I think, by far is inside a policy. So we can have a policy here that allows us to do other jobs. Now, some of the downsides or cons of this level is it's complex, right? And this is going to take effort and time for you to learn these skills and to achieve this number. And I would say that this is not for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
right? But for the ones that do get here, they lead a pretty enjoyable life.
You want to see the entire episode? Click here. If you want to learn how investors use infinite banking to increase their returns and lower their taxes, click here. If you want to see if infinite banking is for you and you have some questions, hop on a discovery call with us and one of our coaches. The link for that will be in the description.